Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Violeta, and today we are gonna be talking about Frida Kahlo's painting Los Dos Fridas, or the Two Fridas. So Frida painted this amazing painting in 1939, just shortly after her painful divorce with Diego. This painting actually shows two of Frida's personalities, one on the left and one on the right. The Frida that you can see on the right hand side is wearing a traditional Tijuana dress that her ex-husband Diego had loved so much. Meanwhile, on the left hand side, Frida is independent. She is wearing a modern European style dress. Talking about the Tijuana dress on the right hand side, you might be interested to know that after the Mexican Revolution that took place between 1910 and 1917, Mexican intellectuals and cultural leaders wanted to inspire the nationhood, and therefore such Tijuana dresses became as a cultural symbol in Mexico. And here you can see a famous photograph taken by Nicholas Murray in New York, Frida wearing a traditional Tijuana dress. Frida also mentioned this painting in her diary. However, in her diary she said that she had got inspiration from her imaginary childhood friend. However, later she admitted that in this painting she just wanted to express the desperation and loneliness that she felt after they got divorced with Diego. So you might think, why was this divorce so painful to Frida? But what happened was that she had found out that Diego had had an affair with her own sister Cristina that hurt her so much. And even though Diego had had numerous affairs in the past, this one caused Frida the most pain. So in this painting, you can see both Fridas holding hands, and they also have both visible hearts. And you can see that the main artery that comes from the broken heart then goes down her hand and is cut with the surgical tool, with the blood spilling on her white dress. And what's interesting to notice is that the blood on her dress is almost matching the pattern on the bottom of her skirt, which appears to be the red flowers. So this side of her represents Frida that was unloved, rejected and betrayed by her husband. If you follow the vein, you will see that it actually joins the two Fridas, and then it goes down her hand to a small portrait of Diego that she is holding in her hand. Here she holds a portrait of a small Diego. And even though this Frida's heart is widely open and therefore vulnerable, this is actually Frida that Diego loved, and Frida that she still loves Diego. And interestingly, Diego actually encouraged Frida to wear this traditional Tijuana style clothing. And despite all the sadness and loneliness that Frida portrays in this painting, both of the Fridas, they still appear as strong women. One of Frida's friends also said that she might have gotten this inspiration for the painting from the Chassereau's Two Sisters painting that she had seen in an exhibition in Paris. And even though Frida often made herself a subject of her own art, this painting is quite unusual because it's not just a self-portrait, it's a self-portrait of two Fridas, just showing the divided self that she felt at that time. And behind the two Fridas, you can see the stormy sky, probably suggesting emotional stress that she felt at that time. And you can see the two Fridas are connected not only by their hands, not only because they look symmetrical, but also by the vein that connects both of the hearts. And even though the two Fridas are divided in many ways, they are also identical, connected by their blood. And you will notice that even though the painting conveys deep emotion, the faces of the both Fridas are almost blank, making it even a more fascinating piece of art. In the two Fridas, she shows two sides of herself that are totally different. On one side, Frida is seemingly in pain and almost bleeding out. On the other side, she seems strong and whole, rooted in her heritage and still in love with Diego. So in this painting, she shows the two sides of the same coin. While she seemingly has two sides, she is still one person, experiencing various emotions at the same time. So this was the Two Fridas. I hope you like it and please stay tuned for the future videos. Thank you. Bye!